परिवार का अपमान करते गए। एक आदमी का कितना अपमान करोगे?
शर्म नहीं आती करप्शन की बात करते हैं।
वही अंतर है भगत और बगुला।
Good evening, hello and welcome. You're watching the explosive weekend debate here on CNN News 18 with me, Poonam Burde. Today was a day of protest, agitation and what the Congress calls a fight for justice. 2 days after Rahul Gandhi was disqualified as a member of parliament after his conviction in a defamation case, the Congress was out on the streets of the country in full force. Its leadership lashing out at the central government for allegedly orchestrating Rahul Gandhi's suspension from the Lok Sabha. It started from the national capital at Rajghat, went on to Mumbai. From Srinagar to Asansol to even down in Kerala. Across the country, Congress workers and supporters hit the streets in protest. Their aim was only one: follow in the footsteps of Mahatma Gandhi and replicate his satyagraha for Rahul Gandhi. The party's bigwigs, including Priyanka Gandhi, who minced no words while defending her brother, gathered at Rajghat this morning. They were there all day in New Delhi, despite the Delhi police denying them permission to assemble there. Rahul Gandhi even changed his Twitter bio. He took to Twitter, he called himself the disqualified MP. This comes a day after he insisted that he will not apologize and will continue to fight for the country. He even drew the Savarkar analogy, which has been going around for the last few days, ever since the BJP demanded his apology for his UK remarks in the parliament. He said, "I am no Savarkar, I will not say sorry." That was raised yet again by the Congress party, something that was rebutted today by Union INB Minister Anurag Thakur as well. Now, the legal battle for Rahul Gandhi continues. They are expected to move court tomorrow to quash his conviction altogether. But the politics will also continue given that the parliament resumes tomorrow. The stage is set. Neither side refuses to back down. In fact, the political war of words is only escalating with each passing minute. Sample this.
आप परिवारवादी कहते हैं, तो भगवान राम कौन थे? उन्होंने अपने परिवार, अपनी धरती के प्रति अपना धर्म निभाया। क्या भगवान राम परिवारवादी थे? क्या पांडव परिवारवादी थे कि वो अपने परिवार की संस्कारों के लिए लड़े? और हमें क्या शर्म आनी चाहिए कि हमारे परिवार के सदस्य शहीद हुए इस देश के लिए, कि इस झंडे में उनका खून है, इस धरती में उनका खून है।
और ये राम के मंदिर के खिलाफ खड़े, राम भक्त कारसेवकों के खिलाफ खड़े, राम को काल्पनिक बताने वाले आज अपने अहंकार को छुपाने के लिए भगवान राम के नाम का प्रयोग कर रहे हैं। इसीलिए मैंने यह बात कही, वही अंतर है जो भगत और बगुला भगत में।
यानी सत्य के मार्ग पर चलने वाला ही सत्याग्रह कर सकता है। असत्य के मार्ग पर चलने वाला कभी सत्याग्रह की बात करे, यह व्यक्ति की यानी आचरण और व्यवहार, आचार और विचार, कथनी और करनी दोनों के भेद को बहुत स्पष्ट कर देता है कि व्यक्ति बोलता कुछ और है, करता कुछ और है। कोई उस पर विश्वास नहीं करेगा। लोकतंत्र को कमजोर करने वाले सत्याग्रह नहीं कर सकते।
ये दिखाने के लिए कि हम सब लोग एकजुट होकर राहुल गांधी जी के साथ खड़े हुए हैं, ये हमको दिखाना है। ऐसे सैकड़ों सत्याग्रह सारे देश में होंगे और हर जगह होंगे।
So the politics continues, but who really is politicizing this entire issue? That conviction came to the fore from a court. Why then is the Congress accusing the BJP of orchestrating this? On the other hand, we have the Congress which says that this is an attempt to muzzle Rahul Gandhi and others within the Congress and the opposition. So it brings me to the debate that we open up, and that is about who really is politicizing this issue. Is it merely about politics or is it about propriety? Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP, joins us on this broadcast. Spokesperson of the Congress, Dolly Sharma, is also with me. Kapil Madan, political analyst, will join us shortly, and former Commissioner of Delhi Police, T.R. Kakkad, also joining us on this broadcast. And Sanju Verma, the allegation against you is that, yes, the conviction came from court, but the fact or the alacrity with which Rahul Gandhi was suspended from the Lok Sabha, That wasn't shown in many other cases. That's the Congress's allegation, that just because he has been speaking about an issue that makes the BJP or the central government uncomfortable, you've shunted him out.
You know, Poonam, first things first, let's be very clear that the conviction of Rahul Gandhi and prison sentence of 2 years came via the Surat District Court. And if you look at the Lily Thomas judgment of 2013, that is the year 2013, Lily Thomas versus the Union of India. And if you look at the recent judgment, very a few weeks back, when Azam Khan's son, Abdullah Azam, was disqualified as an MLA from the UP Assembly. In both these instances of Abdullah Azam and Lily Thomas, the disqualification was immediate from the date and time of the conviction. So the Lok Sabha Secretariat issuing a letter, under the name of Utpal Kumar Singh, the Lok Sabha Secretary, saying that Rahul Gandhi stands disqualified from the date of conviction, that is 23rd March 2023, has already been done by way of what past precedents and past convention in such matters suggests. Point number one, the BJP has no role to play. In fact, I would like to ask the Congress party, rather than making reckless and wild allegations at the BJP that you showed so much alacrity in disqualifying him, I want to ask you, why is it that in the case of Pawan Khera, the Supreme Court was approached and, in a jiffy, Pawan Khera was given a bail. And here the ex-president of the Congress party, the ex-MP of Wayanad, nobody bothered to knock on the doors of the Supreme Court. Nobody bothered to knock on the doors of the Session Court of the, Surat District Court. Nobody bothered to approach the President under Article 32 saying that my rights are undermined, because that is what Rahul Gandhi can do, and that is what I've heard legal experts say, that he should have approached the President to overturn the judgment under the guise of saying that his rights as an MP under Article 32 have been undermined. And they could have even approached the Supreme Court via a special leave petition, SLP. I am not a legal luminary, but for the Congress to have so many legal luminaries in its stable and not use any of them, for 24 to 48 hours, and then whine, sulk, rave, lament, and blame the BJP is simply, वो जो कहावत है ना, बड़े बेआबरू होकर तेरे कूचे से हम निकले, बहुत मेरे अरमान निकले, लेकिन फिर भी कुछ कम निकले. The point is that the Congress needs to look at its own backyard as to why a habitual and repeat offender called Rahul Gandhi finally karma came back to bite, because this man went away scot-free for too long on many occasions, and he needs to know the law applies equally to all. He can be a self-entitled brat within the confines of his home, but he is not a self-entitled brat when it comes to the Indian judiciary, which will apply the law of the land as it deems fit.
And which is why I want to bring in Dolly Sharma and ask her that this satyagraha that you have been on today and that you plan to continue tomorrow across the country, who really is it against? Is it against the BJP and the central government, or is it against the courts? Because the conviction in this particular case also came from the court. The precedence as far as his disqualification goes is also based on court judgments.
By all such explanations, do you want to say that Nirav Modi is not a chore? You want to say that Lalit Modi is not a chore? Mehul Choksi is not a chore? Did they not run away from the country after looting people's money? And if Rahul Gandhi ji is saying so, we will say it 100 times. Yes, all these fellows are chore. They took away people's money and ran out of the country. How they are free? How their red corner notices are removed? Who is doing so? And let me, if they are talking about law of land, I want to bring in, where is this Tenny whose son openly jeep se किसानों को रौंद दिया? They will talk about law of land. जिन्होंने बिल्किस बानो के बलात्कारियों को माला पहनाकर और लड्डू खिलाकर संस्कारी बताकर जिसको रिहा करने की पैरवी की, वो लॉ ऑफ लैंड बताएंगे. इनका बीजेपी का एक एमएलए केस करता है. केस करने के बाद हजारों मोदी नहीं निकल कर आ गए. एक एक्स एमएलए बीजेपी का निकलता है, केस करता है, अपने ही केस पे स्टे लेता है और 7 दिन के भाषण के बाद फिर प्रकट हो जाता है. और प्रकट होने के बाद कहता है कि फिर से अब मेरा केस चला दीजिए, क्योंकि इससे पहले मेरी मर्जी के जज नहीं थे. लगातार जज बदले जाते हैं। वाओ, व्हाट एन एक्सप्लेनेशन यू वांट टू गिव इट टू द नेशन। आप क्या कर रहे हैं? सब
But Dolly Sharma, yes, Sanju Verma, I will give you an opportunity to rebut, but
Gandhi, only because Rahul Gandhi ji is raising questions on Adani, their friendship, Adani and Prime Minister's friendship.
But Dolly Sharma, I come back to the question that I asked you. Rahul Gandhi is at complete liberty to say what he wants to say. That's how freedom of speech and expression works in this country. And like you said, if he's speaking about Nirav Modi, if he's speaking about Mehul Choksi, he's well within his rights to do so. But again, I come back to the question I asked you. Is this satyagraha against the courts or is it against the BJP? Because even the cases that you mentioned, as far as Ashish Mishra Teni goes, he was also denied bail on multiple occasions by a court. He's out on bail because a court has given him that bail.
Madam, this satyagraha is to save the democracy. It's to save the Loktantra. The Loktantra is working as per the BJP. इनके नेता लड़कियों का शोषण करते हैं। हमारे देश का नाम बढ़ाने वाली लड़कियां जंतर मंतर पर रोती हैं और वो नेता संस्कारी हो जाते हैं। उनके ऊपर कोई एक्शन नहीं होता। उनकी भाषा की मर्यादा की मैंने एक आदमी की हत्या की है ओपनली ब्रिजभूषण शरण।
Sure. So the BJP has no moral authority about abiding by the law of the land is what the Congress alleges. Sure, I take your point, Dolly Sharma, that you say that the BJP has no moral authority to lecture anyone about the law of land. That's the allegation that the Congress makes. Sanju Verma, quick rebuttal.
You know, I just want to say one thing. The Congress is like the proverbial ostrich with its head buried deep in the sand. शुतुरमुर्ग की तरह जमीन के अंदर अपना सर धंसाकर जो जमीनी हकीकत है वो देखने के लिए तैयार ही नहीं है कांग्रेस। एक बहुत अच्छी कहावत है, झूठ के नाव सच के समुंदर में चलते नहीं। झूठ के नाव सच के समुंदर में चलते नहीं। झूठ बोलने वाले अपना स्वभाव कभी बदलते नहीं। झूठ बोलने वाले अपना स्वभाव कभी बदलते नहीं। Currently, as you and me speak, there are 4 criminal defamation cases pending against Rahul Gandhi. One in the Jharkhand court, one in the Guwahati High Court, one in the Bhiwandi court in Maharashtra, and one in the Mazgaon court in Mumbai. And in all these 4 cases, the charges are Rahul Gandhi making defamatory statements saying Gauri Lankesh was killed by an RSS ideology, Mahatma Gandhi was killed by RSS. So Rahul Gandhi की तो फितरत है कि पहले अनाप शनाप बोलना और फिर हाथ जोड़कर माफी मांगना। No, I did not interrupt her. Poonam, let me finish. I did not heckle her. I did not heckle her. Poonam,
you've made your point, Sanju Verma.
Let me finish. Let me finish in 10 seconds. Poonam.
Sure, Sanju Verma, you say that there are a lot of cases that are going on. There are a lot of cases that are in this country that are there against the now disqualified Congress MP.
Can I finish?
Yes, 30 seconds. Dolly Sharma, I will give you your time. Sanju Verma, 30 seconds.
हाँ, ये जो टीवी डिबेट पर आकर इतना भाषण देते हैं, बिलबिलाते हैं, बौखलाते हैं, रोते हैं, यदि आपको प्रॉब्लम है ना,
संजू वर्मा,
प्रॉब्लम है, पूनम, I refuse to debate because I did not heckle her. You can have a speak. This is not done, Poonam. I refuse to debate. You can have a speak.
Even if
I refuse to debate like this.
वर्मा, right is right. चाहे पूरा देश कह दे, पूरी दुनिया कह दे कि गलत है।
If you don't want to moderate the debate, I'm leaving the debate.
लोग सुन नहीं पा रहे हैं। अडानी की दोस्ती सारे भाजपा के प्रवक्ता बन चुके हैं। अडानी के प्रवक्ता आप सुन नहीं पा रहे हैं। जेपीसी की मांग करिए ना।
So the allegation has been made. Sanju Verma, we've heard both sides. There are 2 other panelists that are patiently waiting on this debate, and I would like to get in Kapil Madan as well. Kapil Madan, we are seeing a political war of words that has escalated. It's only going to escalate further once the parliament resumes tomorrow, and we are going to be seeing the political strategy in full form as far as the Congress goes. But I would like to come back to the question that I was asking the Congress's spokesperson as well. A lot of these decisions are being done on basis of precedents of court judgments. So then these protests that are being held across the country, are they really against the BJP, or are you questioning the very judiciary that you do hope to go to for relief?
Now, Poonam, look at the sequence of events and the chronology leading up to this stage. Now, Rahul Gandhi makes a speech in the parliament, and he makes critical observation, and rather he asks 4 important questions to Mr. Prime Minister Modi. Mr. Modi failed to answer those questions, and also the Parliament Secretariat expunges those remarks. Thereafter, Mr. Gandhi goes, to the United Kingdom, and during one of the lecture, he makes a statement that the incumbent government does not let the parliamentarians speak, and therefore this is a threat to democracy. Now, what happens thereafter? There is a huge uproar by the BJP saying that Mr. Gandhi has defamed India, all that kind of narrative was there. Mr. Gandhi comes back, and thereafter again BJP makes a demand that they will not let Mr. Gandhi speak until and unless Mr. Gandhi gives an apology on the comment where he was making a statement on fact that the incumbent government does not let parliamentarians speak. So this statement is complete. I mean, this situation is complete bizarre. Never in the history of our constitutional history we've seen something bizarre like this happening.
Sure.
And thereafter Mr. Gandhi gets convicted for calling out Nirav Modi, who is admittedly a fugitive, for calling out Choksi, who is admittedly a fugitive. You pick one of Mr. Gandhi's statement in isolation.
But it's not the BJP that
Completely
convicted him, did it? It was the courts that convicted him. I'm running short of time, unfortunately, yes. T.R. Kakkad is also waiting patiently. Sanju Verma, 30 seconds. I am running out of time. I need to go to the former Commissioner of Delhi as well.
Poonam, may I please come in?
10 seconds, Kapil Madan, then I will come to you, Sanju Verma. Kapil Madan, finish your point.
Yes. So the point I'm trying to make here is that sometimes the court do part incorrect orders, and that's the reason why you have different hierarchy in courts. You have appellate courts, and we've seen a number of occasions that the order.
Okay, now let me please come.
Sure. So the legal recourse exists, and Rahul Gandhi and his legal team will go to court. That legal recourse exists for him, and there is nobody that's going to stop him. But until then, why make this political? Is it the Congress that's making this political, or is it the BJP? Sanju Verma, 30 seconds.
Thank you. Poonam, I don't wish to be heckled because this is a very important debate. I just want to say one thing. The Congress spokesperson, the lady said, "Kya Nirav Modi chor nahi hai? Kya Mehul Choksi chor nahi hai?" So let me tell your audience that एक तरफ कांग्रेस के प्रवक्ता डिबेट्स में आकर नीरव मोदी को चोर बोलते हैं, एंड दूसरी तरफ नीरव मोदी को कांग्रेस के लॉयर मिस्टर थिप्से लंदन में सपोर्ट करते हैं और उनकी वकालत करते हैं. ये है कांग्रेस का दोगला चेहरा. और कांग्रेस से हमको भाषण नहीं चाहिए नैतिकता पर. सोनिया गांधी आउट ऑन बेल इन नेशनल हेराल्ड स्कैम, राहुल गांधी आउट ऑन बेल इन नेशनल हेराल्ड स्कैम, पी चिदम्बरम आउट ऑन बेल इन INX मीडिया स्कैम. कांग्रेस पहले अपने गिरबान में झांक कर देखे. Their own backyard is filled with the top brass being out on bail. Rahul Gandhi ki
so no one has the high, so no one can claim high moral ground. That's really the bottom line of this debate. That's the argument that both the Congress and the BJP make against each other. And I would like to get in T.R. Kakkad as well, because he's been patiently waiting, and I apologize, sir, for making you wait while we've heard all of the political fireworks. But I just want to come to the point of what kind of messaging this sends, because the Congress, a party that has been part of this country for decades together, has been in government for decades together. What kind of messaging are they sending? Because the Delhi police also came out and said that you have no permission to gather at Rajghat, and yet they defiantly went ahead. They had their protest there. An entire day has gone by. What kind of messaging are we sending? Also, should the Delhi police now take some action over that?
You see, Rahul Gandhi has been convicted by a legally established court under the Constitution. Now, rather than fighting a legal battle, I find that it is becoming a political battle by the Congress at this stage. Now, coming straight, because I will not talk more about the political issue, coming to the Rajghat not being permitted to stage a dharna there, well, again, it is the deputy commissioner of the area has the authority under the law. He is not going out of the law. He under the law. He has his own reasons. He doesn't want to give that permission. There are only one alternative, that you go to the court and say we want permission, rather than agitating there and creating a situation. Thereby you are committing more offences. You're not permitting a government servant to do his duty. You are destroying the property. You are creating other issues where you can be charged once again and you can be arrested. Now if that is not the worry of the Congress, today I see no reason why Mr. Rahul Gandhi is on bail in a number of other cases.
Yes.
Because he's gone from one court to the higher court and got the bail. Why can't they approach the session, the High Court, the Supreme Court, session and the Supreme Court? After all, they have a battery of lawyers. But the position today, as I see, they want to create an issue, running away from the judicial pronouncement that has been made, which also shows that perhaps as of now, for some reason or the other, they have no faith in the judiciary that has pronounced the judgment.
So do they have faith? Do they not have faith in judiciary, or do they not have faith in Rahul Gandhi's case? What really is the reason? And while that legal recourse is awaited, the political fight continues. Unfortunately, I'm running out of time. I have to leave it at that. I thank you all for joining us here on this broadcast. We do leave you with visuals and this special report, though, coming in from Jammu and Kashmir, because it is a feat, an engineering marvel that India and the world must celebrate. This is the highest railway bridge over the Chenab River, which is going to be operational soon. Take a look.
Travelling on world's tallest railway bridge would be a reality by January 2024. Yes, I'm standing in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, and behind me are the visuals of world's tallest railway bridge, which is Chenab Bridge. We have been given to understand that by 2024, the whole section, which is Katra-Banihal section, will be functional, and this particular bridge is a crucial point of this particular rail section. Well, at this point in time, I'm showing you the visuals. You are seeing Chenab River and this Chenab Bridge, which is the marvel of engineering. Well, today, Rail Mantri Ashwini Vaishnav was here on the bridge itself. And this was the day when, for the very first time, the bridge had a trial of a track-mounted vehicle. This has a length of more than 1 kilometer, 1315 meter to be very specific, and is just double of the height of Qutub Minar.
Country's leadership takes very decisive decisions, takes a decisive way forward, then such projects become reality. This project was started in 2005-06. There was very little progress till 2014. When Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, he took the leadership of the country, one of the first things he did was to review this project and took some very important decisions. Immediately increased the allocation for the project. This project had just about 700-800 crore allocation. Today the allocation for this project is 6,000 crore. And this has happened over this last 8 years.